Everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've got another juicy one for you today. I've got one of my clients who's kind of disappeared for a little bit. Brian Gore, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause.
Woo! What's up, everybody? How are you?
Brian, where you been? First of all, before we get into all that, tell us who you are, a little bit about yourself, what got you into voiceover, and how it's going as of late.
Well, Brian Gore, Rockland, California. I've been working VO for a couple of years, and I've been doing some on-camera stuff lately too. But I'm retiring from law enforcement, and I got into this. I've always been a voice guy. I was a singer-songwriter for a long time, and in law enforcement, it's a lot of, I hate to say it, but it's a lot of acting, and it's a lot of just communication. So I got injured, and I needed something that I could sit here and do and not be physically encumbered. And this is it. So, and I love it. It's a great community, and it's fun work, and it's always different.
Yeah, 100%. But how's it going for you so far? You've been doing it a couple of years. How's it going?
Well, it's been going good, Jesse. So it's been going good, but not as good as I want it to go. And that's a lot of effort. I think I had a couple of big pushes, and then I've still kind of had one foot in my law enforcement career and one foot in this. And I haven't really like gone full bore, like full crazy Jesse, but I am part of VO school, and I'm part of a lot of stuff. I just got to commit to just crank it up and do it.
Yeah, 100%. So how many auditions do you say you're doing on a regular basis right now?
Right now
Like
it's
daily.
on the daily. It's probably been 4 to 6 daily.
4 to 6. Okay. And what are you booking like right now? Do you know your booking ratio, or how many roughly in a month you're booking, or when's the last time you booked?
Well, you know what? I haven't been honestly, I haven't been tracking that. I've actually taken a few months off completely. I've been not completely. I've been doing my agent stuff, but I'm not doing any of the pay to play sites. I'm not doing V123 or voices or anything like that. So I'm not tracking anything. And this is kind of really honestly the kickoff. So
yeah.
Today is kind of the kickoff to really get cranking. And you know what was one of the big motivators was that video you just put out the other day. how to fail at your voiceover career.
How to fail in voiceover.
I just laughed my ass off at that. That was so funny. But
thanks. Yeah, it was meant to be funny, but also like a kick in the pants to kind of motivate people, because there's, a lot of people are either fence sitters in this business waiting for the perfect time to start, or a lot of people keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results and beating their head against the wall and not asking for help or anything like that.
Yeah. And I've just had to, just stuff going on in my family life, I've just really kind of had to make it a back burner. So now I've had a rest. It's time to just get back on the horse and really give it 1,000%. Just go.
Absolutely. That's the right attitude, like completely. And everybody wants the results like to happen straight away, but it's hard to get those results until you go like 1,000% and you go all in. Now you're in law enforcement, right? Like you're getting out of law enforcement, but I would assume when you're learning all that and you're getting all the procedures and learning the actual law, like there's probably a shit ton to learn, right? And you have to do it full on. Can you half-ass law enforcement? I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's some people who will
drag some people.
There's some people that'll drag their feet. I mean, you've got a lot of T's to cross and I's to dot, and you got to do it. You got to do everything by the book. So yeah, 100%. But in terms of a career, you can be a coaster, or you can just you can be a real progressive guy out there and just kind of chase it down and get after it. But, you can be as busy as you want to be, I guess. Can
you be successful in law enforcement without following all the procedures? Like, do you think you're going to have a tough time? Like, there's standard procedures to follow, I assume, right?
Yeah. If you're not handling business according to the book, you're going to fail. And it's not that hard. It's not that hard, folks. It's easy to fail if you do stupid stuff. But you're going to fail if you don't do it by the books, Jesse. You're probably going to end up in jail yourself.
Yeah. So. See, well, here's the thing, right? So voiceover is not unlike that or anything else. You've got to kind of follow. You got to know your numbers. There's procedures that you have to follow, like for instance, auditioning and all that kind of stuff. It's not really, you can try and cut corners. Some people don't track their stuff and they just audition from what their agent sends them and they do okay, but they could do way better. They're just leaving money on the table. So one thing I urge you moving forward is track your numbers. Make sure you know how much you're auditioning on the daily, how much you're booking, where you're doing it, all that, and exhaust every area that you can be in. You want to be omnipresent. And I mean, I know your work. You're a good VO and I think you should be working more. But I think also part of it was kind of having one foot in law enforcement still and one foot in VO. I can tell you this. I have never worked so hard and also achieved so much success as when my ass was held to the fire. And I'm like, I cannot fail. I have to go for this now. So as you're kind of retiring from law enforcement and you have all this time, and I mean, I'm sure from law enforcement, you have a bit of a cushion helping you out. But still, like, this is like, it's a complete career transition. Do you think you're going to
100%.
be able to?
Well, so I'm medicaling out. So I had a back surgery, had a knee surgery. I think I've told you I had
Yeah.
some stuff not so great. Actually,
Yeah.
tomorrow is my retirement day, by the way. So
Congratulations.
woo woo! I won't have to do that anymore. I loved it. It's a noble thing. It's a calling, but man, I'm happy to be done with it. At the end of the day, yeah, I have had, it's kind of that serving two masters sort of thing. I haven't felt free to just be able to do this, and I
Yeah.
will need the income. And yes, I will have some help because I do get some pension, but this is my calling now. It's really what I want to do, and I really enjoy it. But I just need to get I also need to get my confidence back and just kind of get that voice out of the back of my head. We've talked about it before, especially
Mhm.
working with Dave.
Dave Beeson is who we're talking about, everybody. Dave Beeson, the author of Authentic Commercial Voiceover. But go on, sorry.
Yeah, Dave, so Dave's wonderful, and but yeah, it's just getting your point of view and sticking to it, and not doing too much. I have a tendency to do too much,
Mhm.
and I'll just listen to things back, and I'll just think, "Oh my God, that's horrible," and I'll erase it, and it won't come across like how we're talking now. It just comes across contrived, but it's building that comfort, and it's doing the things that we talk about here in VO school, which is you got to get those auditions up every day. Someone told me a long time ago, Jesse, it's like, do something even if it's wrong. Like,
Yeah.
get busy, do it.
You do something 10,000 times, it's going to be hard to get it wrong.
That's
You're
right.
just going to naturally start picking it up. But yeah, you definitely want to work on it as much as you can. But so let's work on it right now. This one
Cool.
here, I think your voice is great for it. And this is a perfect one to get back into it because so this is a commercial for Carhartt. Carhartt is super authentic, working class, everyman, rugged, definitely like law enforcement type, if that is a type. This is something that's right up your alley. So what I want you to do before we get into this, I just want you to give me a data read. You just got this script. I just dropped this on you right now. So you haven't had time to prepare any of this. Usually I ask people to bring in a script that they want to work on. Brian's just getting this just now. So give me a data read before you perform it. Give me a data read to get your mouth around the words. No performance here. Okay?
Tough enough for the work site, comfortable enough for weekends. The Carhartt Rain Defender hoodie is water repellent, wind resistant, and built to last. It's the hoodie that works as hard as you do. Carhartt, rugged, reliable, ready.
Okay, great. Now, as Dave would say, why are we having this conversation? What line in this defines like why we're having this conversation? What do you think?
You're hardworking. Carhartt's hardworking. So you're going to relate to this thing. It's
Uh-huh.
rugged, reliable, and ready like you are. And you need it because you work hard and you need this.
Sure. That's, but what specific line do you think says right that? It's right on the tip of your tongue. The
It's
one that speaks to what this is about.
it's the hoodie that works as hard as you do.
Absolutely. This is the hoodie that works as hard as you do. So this tells us everything we know about this. You don't need to sell it. We're not guessing that it's the hoodie that works as hard as you do. We know it's the hoodie that works as hard as you do. This is a no-brainer. People are going to buy this. You just got to tell them about it. Take a breath. You can even do a lead in if you want, but just give it a shot. And don't try to push it. Just talk through it, like you're having a conversation with someone at work,
Okay.
on the job, at law enforcement. Do you have a partner?
No, they some of the East Coast, some places they'll have partners, but no, it's typically you're Han Solo in that car all day long. You'll have a partner on a call if you need one,
Really?
or multiple. Yeah, you don't ride with anybody, so
Oh my God.
yeah, you make those car
That's got to be
stops.
terrifying.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy, especially when you find like a bunch of guns in there or something, or you've got guys that have nothing to lose. You make a car stop, or you make a contact with somebody, and they're like, "Oh, man, that could
Go
have
to the
not
script.
worked out."
Go to the script, just like that.
Tough enough for the work site, comfortable enough for weekends. The Carhartt Rain Defender hoodie is water repellent, wind resistant, and built to last. It's the hoodie that works as hard as you do. Carhartt, rugged, reliable, ready.
How'd that feel?
Uh, Chunky, but it's
Okay.
okay. I wasn't. I was kind of bouncing around where I kind of messed up that tag at the end. But
I don't know, messed it up, but like you're just feeling it out. You know, most of the time we'll do like 2 or 3 takes, especially if a big client and maybe this be a big payday. I do this a few times till I feel it. I don't always get on the first one. A lot of the time I'll be like, I'll just say the tag or even the first line over and over, but tough enough for the work site, tough enough for the work site. And I'll try to find it so it feels authentic to me. And then I'll go through.
yeah,
It's pretty rare I knock it out of the park just first take. So don't worry about that. Take your time on this. You're going a little fast.
hmm,
And
all right,
know that you don't need to go from one sentence to the next right away. You could just say tough enough for the work site. And then just think about how you like, just think about the next sentence, really embody it and go on, continue on. You don't want it to be like super staccato and, all kind of chunky, but you don't feel like you have to go like tough enough for the work site, comfortable enough. And like, you don't have to keep going. You can edit that part out.
copy that. Yeah, well, I mean, this has been a great conversation. So, but I will tell you, I've need a new jacket, Jesse. And I know we probably shouldn't be focusing on this, but dude, tough enough for the work site, comfortable enough for the weekends. The Carhartt Rain Defender hoodie is water repellent, wind resistant, and built to last. It's the hoodie that works as hard as you do. Carhartt, rugged, reliable, ready.
That was great. How'd that feel?
It was good, except for I had a little glottal flarp in there that sounded goofy, but no,
I didn't
it
hear
felt
it.
comfortable. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah. Did it feel like you're doing anything?
no, it just something got hung up in there. I'm old, you know.
Okay. Now, is that the way you usually have your microphone? I'm just curious.
No, I just have it out of the way for this. Normally, it's
Okay. How far away
uh,
from it is you? Just curious.
sorry about that noise there. Normally, it's it kind of depends on what I have going on, but usually this is about where it's at.
So
Pretty
you want it to
close.
be about like about a pen length away.
Yeah, it's usually right about here. So,
Yeah, so you can get a
um,
little bit closer to it. And what do you personally know about Carhartt?
Um, I know I had a construction company for a long time. A lot of guys wore it. I never was a Carhartt guy, but it's tough. It's definitely tough gear.
It's exactly the kind of attitude you want to take to this. Like just what you did there. I believed in
Yeah.
it. So
Well,
bring that to this and take your time. And you can put a little grit into your voice a bit if you want.
well,
You
it's
kind of you kind of sort of sometimes tend to go up into like sort of the nasal kind of area and all that. I just want you to relax and just bring it down into your chest voice.
tough enough for the work side, comfortable enough for weekends. The Carhartt Rain Defender. That was it.
That's okay.
Um,
That's okay.
yeah.
You just take
So,
that line again.
um, tough enough for the work side, comfortable enough for the weekends. The Carhartt Rain Defender hoodie is water repellent, wind resistant, and built to last. It's the hoodie that works as hard as you do. Carhartt, rugged, reliable, ready.
How'd that feel?
It was good. It was just super relaxed, really low key, and just let it come out. It was
Yeah.
yeah,
It was
good.
awesome. Like I've never heard your voice so relaxed. Like a whole new depth. That was awesome. Let's take it again. Now, do you remember what Dave says about punctuation?
Forget it.
It's garbage. Punctuation's
It's,
garbage. So when you get to that part, Carhartt Rain Defender hoodie is water repellent, wind resistant, and built to last.
mm-hmm,
You were Captain Punctuation. Throw that
mm-hmm.
out. You're just doing a list. The Carhartt Rain Defender hoodie is water repellent, wind resistant, and built to last. You want it more like it's coming off the top of your head rather than saying the words as they stand. Because if you read it the way it's written, it's going to sound like you're reading. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You
All
want it to
right.
sound like it's coming off the top of your head. These are your words.
Well, when I'm driving in my F-250 and been a long day, I'll tell you, it's tough enough for the work side, comfortable enough for the weekends. The Carhartt Rain Defender hoodie is water repellent, wind resistant, built to last. It's the hoodie that works as hard as you do. Carhartt, rugged, reliable, ready.
That will book you this job.
Yeah.
You don't seem convinced.
Book me, Dano. Book me, Dano.
That was awesome.
I think.
Dude, that was a great read. That was like right in the pocket of what it needs to be. There's not much else you can do behind that. Besides that, I felt like you knew the product. I felt like you had experience with the product. I didn't feel like you were trying to sell me on it. Sounded like you were pretty confident that it does what it does. And that's all you need to do. A lot of people, when they're getting into voiceover, feel like they need to like put stuff into it. But you already bring a wealth of experience. You just got to connect to it. And you did. You talked about being on a job site before. Some guys wore Carhartt. You knew it was. You believed in the product. It was evident. And you just relaxed and just let it come out how it comes out.
Well, you know what? If I just had a little Jesse right here all day, every day.
You do. You just got to be more active in the community now that you're back. Now that
Yes.
I know you had to take some time, and we're doing lives there every single day. We got a live tonight. We're doing Meisner, and then Dave's in there tomorrow night. We've added Mark Grau in, so just get active. It's included
I
in your
saw that.
your membership.
Yeah. So quick. First of all, thank you for this opportunity. It's
Yeah,
always
no
great
problem.
to work with you. Because you're just solid, positive guy. So, and you got me
Thanks.
where I need to be quick. For all those out there who aren't part of VoiceOver School, I think it's pretty limited, right?
What do you
It's
mean?
closing, isn't it? Isn't VoiceOver School closing up
Oh yeah,
soon?
in like literally 30 minutes. So by the time people see this, it will be closed.
Oh, got it. Okay, all right. So there's no more getting in. So,
No. There's getting in. We're closing down the doors for like the next like week or two while I revamp some things and just get like start. We just brought in a lot of people, so I got to onboard them and do a bunch of coachings, make sure I have time, and just give them the proper attention that they need when they first get on, just to sign everybody up for success. Then we're going to change things around a little bit, and then I'll relaunch it.
got it. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, next week is the kind of the big push. I've got just a crazy week finishing up this career, but I look forward to many more times working with you, Jesse. So
Yeah, man.
I
Lots of
really
opportunities,
appreciate
and we got lots of private coaching last. I'm sure of it, don't we?
it. We do. I haven't used it. I don't think I've used a single one. So
Well, that's
uh,
great. Now you've got the time, and we're gonna like pour it on, right? We're gonna get you into
100%.
overdrive. You got this
Yeah.
crazy microphone. You got an amazing booth. You put so much time and energy. We're gonna get you some results.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I still have my tried and true. I still have customers that I book all the time, but it's like 2 to 3 grand a month, and that's just not enough to make it happen. And I hate to talk
We gotta
money,
pump that up.
but yeah, I mean there's a lot more out there, and I've seen a lot of people succeeding out there, which is really cool. I do read through the messages, so it's great to see the community is just doing really well. So
Well, the one thing I'll tell you is like you got the same stuff. Like you have a bit of an advantage because you've been communicating your job for such a long time. You have that experience, and you've also got that amazing booth, amazing equipment. You've got chops, you've got training, and you are working. All you got to do is just dial it up a bit more. Just dial it up, and we're going to do
yeah,
that. And we're just going to tweak a couple things. That little announcer voice that kind of pops in every now and then. We're going to kill that.
yeah,
And
I need to
and
kill that thing. If I
it's
could
so
kill it
easy.
right
You
now.
just did it. You just did it in the Carhartt. All you did is relax. That's all you got to
If,
do is just
maybe I just need to
relax.
light a candle. Well, it's funny. This is the first day in a long time.
Mhm,
I got my little mood lighting in here. You can't really see it. It just looks like some.
mhm.
I got the computer screen that's like shining on my face here, but I got my little mood lighting in here. Sometimes I just need to come in here and just chill out and just not try so hard and put out some good stuff. You will make me you will make me a better VO in no time.
Well, I'm going to show you. Listen, a good coach shows you your superpower, and that's what I want to do. You've already got all the stuff. I just got to. I'll show you the door. You just got to walk through it. I promise you, you can already do this. We just got to change a couple things, but you're going to do that. I promise you, it's going to be all good.
Right on,
Cool.
brother.
All right, Brian.
Well,
Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, sorry, where I just cut you off.
oh no, you're good.
Don't
You're good.
arrest me.
I know you need to
Don't
close
arrest.
it out.
You're
So
talking down to me, son. Jesus.
shut the fuck up. This is going to be a weird
Cops
one
are
to watch.
people too. You can clear that. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. I know you did. Even working VOs, sometimes they need a little revamp as well. So thank you so much, Brian, for showing up and being willing to play around. And if you guys would like to learn VO, if you're interested in it, a couple links below. I got a link to the free community if you want to dip your toes in, learn what it takes and what it involves and how to set up a home studio and all that. Check it out. It's free. If you want to really take it to the next level, check the links below and keep checking VoiceOver School for when we open our doors again. And other than that, I'm Jesse. This is Brian, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Jesse. See you guys.